Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the year. Once again, it is time for us to fill out our playoff bracket, 2026 version. So, obviously, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I did do this last year for the playoffs as well, and I was not close. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and fill this out. Of course, I am recording this video on April 17th. It is the day before the playoffs begin, and yeah, what I will say is a couple things. Number one, I did put out a video of me reacting to my preseason standing predictions. Go give that a watch if you're interested. And I will say right now, my Stanley Cup prediction before the season started was Vegas. I don't know if it's still going to be Vegas. I don't really know. I got to go through the bracket and we'll just see what happens. So we're just going to dive into it here. So we'll start off with the Western Conference. Actually, we'll go, let's go round by round. So we'll do round one West first. So we have Colorado and Los Angeles. So you can also look at the analysis here. Now the thing, oops. Now you'll look at these two teams. Like Colorado should win this. They really should. Now let me go ahead and I got the standings pulled up here. I got all the stats and everything. The Kings won less than half of their games, right? So Colorado should win this, but what I will say is this is Kopitar's last chance at a cup, so the Kings, they might be very inspired by that. So but you look at the stats, like the Kings allowed more goals than they scored, and I know a lot of people are probably not happy with the fact that they made the playoffs, and you know what, understandable, but I can't see the Kings winning this, but you never know, right? I am going to pick Colorado to win this. I feel like Colorado should win this, so I'm going to go with them. I know it's like the easy choice, but there you go. Next up, we have the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild. This is a fascinating matchup here. Looking at the stats here, pretty even. Minnesota has never gone on a run, and I feel like they're due. They're due for one, right? Eventually, at some point. Dallas does have home ice. Oh, this one's going to be close, I feel like. You know what? I think I'm going to pick Minnesota. I think I'm going to pick Minnesota. I kind of want them to see, I want them to win this one, to be honest. I don't really have too much of a preference, but yeah, I'm going to go with Minnesota. So next up, we have Vegas and Utah. And as I mentioned, Vegas was my Stanley Cup pick before the season started. Wow, look at these stats. I didn't realize how evenly matched they were. Wait. Goals per game is the same. Goals against per game is the same. That's crazy. Wow. Leading scorer almost has the same number of points. Wow, that's crazy. It does not get any more even than that. Literally. I mean, I guess if they had the same amount of points. But anyways. Oh, Vegas and Utah. Vegas has a knack for turning it up in the playoffs. But this is Utah's first time in the playoffs. They're a complete wild card. Oh man. Vegas does have home ice. You know what? Something about it. I'm picking Utah. I'm going to pick Utah. Yep. I'm doing it. I feel like they're going to be fired up. It's their first time in the playoffs, and I think it's going to work to their advantage. Now, next up, we have the Edmonton Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks' first time in the playoffs in a while. Now, I can't help but notice the leading scorer, Gauthier, has literally half the amount of points that McDavid has. That is insane. Just want to point that out. But again, you look at how close these teams are close as well. Edmonton had 93 points. Anaheim had 92 points. So, oh man. Now the thing is, I don't know if Draisaitl is going to be back in time for the Oilers, for the first game, I should say, or the playoffs at all in general. I think he is. Edmonton should win this. They should. But like Utah, this is Anaheim's first time in the playoffs in a while, so they could be pretty fired up. The Oilers do have home ice advantage. But yeah, back-to-back Cup final appearances. And at some point, it does start to catch up to you. But I do think they'll beat Anaheim. I do. Okay, so now we choose the number of games. Okay, oh gosh. Colorado, Los Angeles. I'm gonna say... it feels like this one shouldn't be close. I'm gonna say 5. Minnesota, Dallas, I could see this one going 7. Utah, Vegas, I'm gonna say 6. Edmonton and Anaheim. We'll go with 6. Yeah. Well, there you go. There is the round 1 of the Western Conference. Okay. I'm definitely going to be 100% right about all this. But now we move to the East. Round 1. We got Buffalo and Boston. So Buffalo's first time in the playoffs since the year I graduated high school, which is just insane to think about. And then Boston. So Buffalo, they won the division. And you know what? You look at the stats. Buffalo has the edge in everything except power play. I'm going to pick Buffalo. I think it'd be really cool to see them go on a long run. It really would be. So yeah, I'm going with Buffalo. Next up, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Montreal Canadiens. So if we look at this matchup, look, it's insane how even a lot of these teams are. Look at this. Same number of points, same number of goals per game. Crazy. Now, you know what? I don't know what it is, man, but I've got a weird feeling about Montreal. I feel like they're going to win it. I don't know what it is. I got a funny feeling about that team. I don't know how to put it into words, but I'm picking Montreal to win it. So next up, we have my Ottawa Senators and the Carolina Hurricanes. This is the first time they've ever met in the playoffs. Now, I'm just going to say straight up here, I don't see the Sens winning this. I don't see how they win this. I really don't. Carolina's a good team. They've been good for a long time. And we know this. The Hurricanes, they lose in the conference finals. That's their thing, right? I want to be wrong about this, obviously, I really do, but I can't see the Sens beating them. I just can't. So I gotta go with Carolina, I do, but I want to be wrong, obviously. And then next up, we have the Battle of Pennsylvania, the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. So both of these teams missed the playoffs last year. This one, I feel like I'm just kind of, it's like a shot in the dark. I don't even know, like, I prefer the Flyers, but do I think they're going to win? They have the same amount of points, 98 points. Pittsburgh scores more, but they allow more. They do have better special teams. They might be motivated because of Crosby and Malkin. It's hard for me to say the Flyers will win this, but I do think it's going to be close. I'm going to pick the Penguins, but I think it'll be close. So now the number of games. Boston and Buffalo, we'll say 6. Montreal, Tampa, we'll say 5 or 6. Yeah, we'll go 6. Carolina, Ottawa. Oh man, I want to be wrong about this. I really do. So I guess I'm going with 6s everywhere. And then Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, we'll say game 7. Why not? So I'm not picking any sweeps. I just, we'll send that through. I can't see any sweeps happening. I mean, yeah, it could absolutely happen, but the teams are so evenly matched nowadays. It's like, I feel like seeing a sweep is really rare, but it could still happen. But yeah, there is the first round predictions. So now, getting into the second round, we're going to have Colorado and Minnesota. So I feel like just Colorado, like, I can't see. I gotta go with Colorado. I have to here. And then, um, Utah and Edmonton. I think the Oilers take this. Really do. Yep. And then over on the east side, we have Buffalo and Montreal. Huh, that's interesting. Um, Buffalo and Montreal. Oh boy. I'm gonna say Buffalo. You know what? Sure. I'm gonna pick Buffalo. We got Carolina and Pittsburgh. Well, it's gotta be Carolina, right? Because they always lose in the conference final. Does that mean I'm sending Buffalo to the finals? So here's the final four. I mean, I think this could easily be a final four, I think. Um, So Colorado and Edmonton. Do I think Edmonton gets back to the Cup final again? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Colorado in the finals. I would love it to be Buffalo. But Carolina always loses in the conference final. You know what? I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to be crazy. I'm saying Buffalo. Yep. And the Stanley Cup champion prediction. Colorado. Gonna go with Colorado. Total number of goals scored. Let's see. How many games do I think it'll go? We'll say like maybe, let's just assume 6 games. We'll see like maybe 5 goals per game. Say like 31 goals. We'll go with 31. There you go. There it is. There is my Stanley Cup prediction. I feel like this is a very obvious choice, but you know, I know I said something along these lines in my bracket challenge video last year, and I'm going to say it again here. When you get in the playoffs, you have a chance. You never know who's going to win, right? And we see surprises every single year in the playoffs or the season. Do I think Colorado's going to win? Yes, that is my prediction, but what nobody knows, right? There's so many things that can happen from a series to series basis or game to game basis, but could this happen? Yeah, anybody can make it, right? You get in and you have a chance. So there you go. My Stanley Cup final prediction is the Colorado Avalanche winning over the Buffalo Sabres. I mean, how fun would it be to see the Sabres in the finals, right? So we'll see what happens. We'll see how wrong I am probably, but yeah. There you go. There is my Stanley Cup playoff bracket. It is submitted. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. So there you go. Let me know what your Stanley Cup playoff bracket looks like. And yeah, we're just kind of waiting right now. So we are what, 20-ish hours away from the start of the playoffs, and I cannot wait for it. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.